Let's see the difference between a material, a shader and a texture in Blender. A lot of beginners get confused between these three, but they are actually very different. Let's start with the material. A material is the complete setup that you assign to a 3D object. It can contain one or more shader nodes, image textures, texture nodes, and other settings that work together to create the final look of the surface. A material can also work without image textures by using only shader values like base color, roughness, and metallic. Now let's see what a shader is. A shader tells the material how the surface reacts to light. For example, should the surface look shiny, rough, transparent, or metallic? That's the shader's job. In Blender, the most commonly used shader is principled BSDF. Now let's see what a texture is. A texture is data that provides details to the shader. It can be an image texture or a procedural texture. Texture maps store details like base color, roughness, metallic, normal, emission, and more. You can create texture maps in Substance 3D Painter, Photoshop, or any other texturing software. You can also create procedural textures directly in Blender using texture nodes without using image texture maps. The shader reads that texture data and together they create the final look of the surface. So remember, a material is the complete setup that you assign to an object. A shader controls how light reacts with the surface. A texture provides the data that the shader uses. Follow for more 3D tips.